Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Green Herb Gaming. Tonight, or this morning, this evening, this afternoon, whatever part of the world you're from, I am going to be playing through the latest demo of Resident Evil 7. Thank you very much for watching Green Herb Gaming. Please subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with all episodes of Green Herb Gaming. Please share this video, please like this video, and more importantly, as I always say, enjoy this video. Beginning our get out of the house. I wish I could. I've played through this demo many times now. Not so much the latest version, but overall I've played this demo lots and lots of times, trying to find and solve the various secrets throughout the demo. For anyone who is not that familiar with the demo, it's actually a completely separate what could you say? It's separate. It's nothing at all to do with the main game, Resident Evil 7. Like this part, everything in this demo will not be included in the final version of Resident Evil 7. The fuse, which will allow me to activate power, which will allow me to activate the ladder out in the hallway. Now let's see how many secrets I can find and solve within this hour of Green Herb Gaming. I am a massive fan of the Resident Evil series. I've played every Resident Evil game. Fuse has been put into the fuse box or sorted. Who's that? Did you hear that? Footsteps. Yeah, I've played every Resident Evil game since the original Resident Evil on the PlayStation. And I instantly fell in love with the series. That is the Baker family. They're going to play a massive part in the story of Resident Evil 7. So I am buzzing, absolutely buzzing for the release of Resident Evil 7, which will be released in just 2 months' time. I'm buzzing because the series is going back to its survival horror roots and then some. What I mean by and then some is I shall dash them against the stones. No, that's not what I mean by going back to the roots with survival horror and then some. What I am most excited about for Resident Evil 7 is they're not just giving you the survival horror genre of the late 90s, but they're completely reinventing the genre. First of all, the entire game is going to be in first person. And secondly, just the way that they've kind of like changed things up a little bit. Um, you know, it feels different to, let's say, Resident Evil 1, 2 and 3. But you just know that it's a survival horror. You know that it's going to be scary. You know that it's going to be tough. You know what? I still haven't figured out what these little hanging voodoo doll-like things are actually for, or what they do. There's my shadow, looking spooky. The dummy finger, the infamous dummy finger, where millions and millions of gamers tried to figure out the mystery of that dummy finger. Oh, I got a viewer. Hello, my lovely viewer. I hope you're having a good day. It's night time here. It's just gone 8 o'clock at night here. I don't know what time it is where you are, but good day to you nonetheless. Thank you for watching thank you for watching episode 6 of Green Herb Gaming. We're just playing through the demo, the latest version of the Resident Evil 7 demo. Just trying to find and solve some secrets, really, and share my passion of the Resident Evil series with everyone. I am a massive fan of the series. Always have and always will be since the original mansion incident on the PlayStation. Got the bolt cutters. Jesus Christ! What are you? You're trying to scare me? You deformed, ugly-looking doll. If only you could just open that door right now and leg it. Get the hell out of that house. You know what? It's hard to put my finger on what exactly I like about, the original Resident Evil. I suppose it was just the atmosphere of the mansion, of being in the mansion and exploring the mansion, and just how quiet it was, and just how out of nowhere that quietness could be instantly disturbed by, like zombie trying to eat your brains, or zombie dogs jumping through the window in one of the most iconic gaming scenes in history, to deadly crows trying to peck you to death. Just the feeling of not knowing what's going to happen, when or where. I suppose that's the only way I could sum it up, really. The atmosphere, the atmosphere of Resident Evil is probably one of the most kind of profound memories I will have of at least of the original Resident Evil anyway. I suppose as the series progressed, I suppose I was kind of sucked into the story. The whole Raccoon City incident, the Umbrella Corporation. Watch these mannequins now. By God, what kind of sorcery is this? But yeah. So the story, I think Code Veronica X is probably where I kind of enjoy the story most, because Raccoon City was destroyed and we all knew the Umbrella Corporation was behind it, and we learned in Resident Evil 2 that Chris went to Europe to their headquarters, and obviously in that game as well you had Claire, who is Chris's brother, who was looking for Chris. So in Code Veronica, you have that continuation. You have Claire arriving in Europe looking for Chris. And you also, meet the Ashfords, and you learn, the history of the Umbrella Corporation. I always said one thing that Capcom have never really ruined, and that's the story. They've never really ruined the story of the Resident Evil series. It's really progressed and it's really developed, and I really do like it. I gotta say, especially in Resident Evil 5, I think, because you really learn about like the origins of why Umbrella Corporation was set up, from the perspective of Oswald E. Spencer, which is the original founder of the Umbrella Corporation, and why he set up the Umbrella Corporation and what he wanted to do. It wasn't just let's create biological weapons and be mad scientists. It was a lot more deeper to that. It was basically my take on Oswald E. Spencer. Oh, I got a second viewer. Thank you very much for checking out episode 6 of Green Herb Gaming. We're just playing the latest demo of Resident Evil 7. I'm just sharing my passion of the Resident Evil series. I'm a lifelong fan of Resident Evil. Just sharing my passion, really. So I was saying, in Resident Evil 5, I think it's probably got the best story, really, to be honest with you. The best example of how the story progressed. I was just saying as well that, Capcom have never really ruined the story of the Resident Evil series. It's really been nurtured and developed over the years. They're watching us from the helicopter, so you can see the Umbrella Corporation logo on that helicopter. But so my take on Oswald E. Spencer, and why the Umbrella Corporation was set up, and why he wanted to research the progenitor virus. Oswald E. Spencer was a dying man who was too egotistical to accept his own mortality. He wanted to be a god. He wanted to live forever. He felt that humans were beneath him. Humans who passed away day in and day out, died day in and day out. They were beneath him. He was better than that. So he wanted to find something, anything, that would make him live forever and to rule over a world full of people like him, intelligent people, people who could live forever, superhumans. That's why he started the Wesker Project, or the Wesker Children Project, I should say. Iconic handgun ammo, right there, throwback to the original Resident Evils. Oswald Spencer was a dying man who just could not accept his own mortality. So he finds this progenitor virus along with his friends, Dr. James Marcus and is it Edward Ashford. I'm just going to call him Mr. Ashford. I think it was Edward Ashford. Was it Edward Ashford? This scene reminds me of Clover. Oh, what the hell is a sequel to Cloverfield? Oh, I forget what it's called, but it reminds me of the sequel to Cloverfield. I don't know why. So anyway, the Oswald E. Spencer, Mr. Ashford, and Dr. James Marcus, they discover the original progenitor virus, which was basically a plant, and it was called Stairway to Heaven. The Stairway to Heaven, something like that. My God, my Resident Evil knowledge now is a bit rusty, I have to admit. But it was this virus that could like alter DNA, mutate DNA, mutate the genes in the cells, and regenerate cells and stuff like that, or biological stuff like that. Instantly, Oswald E. Spencer knew that was exactly what he wanted. That was exactly what he was looking for. That was exactly what he was looking for. So he needed a place. He needed a platform. He needed a reason for researching this plant, which would eventually become the progenitor virus and the T virus. So he sets up the Umbrella Corporation. Obviously it hires scientists and tells James and Dr. Ashford, oh, this is what we're doing. We're going to be researching biological weaponry, and and so James Marcus goes into T-virus research along with, Edward Ashford was working on the T. Veronica virus along with eventually his daughter. That was the granddaughter. Again, now what the hell happened to you? Glitch alert. My Resident Evil knowledge now is getting a little bit rusty, I have to admit. But yeah, so I know that the Ashfords anyway were kind of like, they were trying to pay homage to their ancestor, Veronica, hence the name of the game Code Veronica. Because she was like pretty and intelligent and everything else, and they started doing the T. Veronica virus because there was many different forms of research going on, after the establishment of the Umbrella Corporation. But the whole time, without going too much into detail, I'm waffling here, but Oswald E. Spencer's only intention was to live forever. Using the progenitor virus, he was going to live forever, and he also wanted to create this. Look at you weren't there a while ago. He wanted to create this race of superhumans, these intelligent, strong superhumans that would live forever, that would, that he could rule over. Oswald E. Spencer wanted to be a god, and he wanted to rule over the world, as a god, and he wanted to live forever. So he started the Wesker Children Project, where he sadistically kidnapped the world's most intelligent children. I forget how many in total. I think there was 12 in total. Could be wrong now. The only surviving member, Oswald E. Spencer thought that the only surviving member was, there was originally two. There was Alex Wesker and Albert Wesker. If you're a fan of Revelations 2, you know damn well who Alex Wesker is. Anyone who's a Resident Evil fan should know who Albert Wesker is, that goes without saying. And for years, Albert Wesker had this, he felt he had a strange connection with Oswald E. Spencer. And you find out in Resident Evil 5 that that's because, he was injected with the progenitor virus, and, he gained superhuman strength, and he was going to be the poster child to this new world that Oswald E. Spencer had envisioned. Geez, I've really gone off track here with this Oswald E. Spencer story, haven't I? Holy crap. But yeah, that's essentially, I'm just explaining the origins to the Resident Evil story, and that's my take on Oswald E. Spencer. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to be a superhuman, wanted to live forever. He's a dying old man who didn't want to accept his mortality. That's what he basically was. And that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to use the progenitor virus to live forever and create this new world where he was a god in that world, and the world was going to be inhabited by superhumans. And Albert Wesker was meant to be the poster child of that new world. Obviously, things didn't turn out that way, which I won't go too much into detail. But that's what it is. It's not about this. This organization of evil scientists called the Umbrella Corporation creating biological weapons. That was just that was a front. That was a front for the true intentions of Oswald E. Spencer, which again was to, was to be a god in the new world. So yeah, that was a bit of a long bit of a story there, wasn't it? But you can see that I'm a massive fan of the Resident Evil series. But I think Resident Evil 5 is the best example of how the story progresses. So the Capcom, they may have went down an action-orientated route from Resident Evil 4 onwards, but they never really ruined the story. But hey, the great thing is, look at what we're playing right now. We're playing the demo of Resident Evil 7, which, from what I've seen, from what I've heard, it's 100% survival horror and then some, because it doesn't just give you traditional survival horror. It doesn't give you the plain, simple survival horror that you know for the last, 20 years, whatever, 15 years. It gives you a new form of survival horror, which is great. It's fantastic. So, I suppose, without wasting too much time, I don't know how much time we are into this video, but I want to keep all my episodes of Green Herb Gaming within 1 hour, so. Derelict House, June 1st. Dolby Haunted House, rehearsal.
Boo. Where did you find this guy? Give me a
my
break.
battery's getting low.
Hey, I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR.
It's 2 fucking years, shit.
This new guy? I'm not feeling it. Again? Just don't be
So I was
surprised if we
checking
have to make a change.
That doesn't matter.
New plan.
I don't know how long I'm into this stream.
Walk through the inside first. Then we shoot the intro.
Just like we always do. Just
My
try to say the
controller
show's
is going to
name
go
this time,
dead.
okay?
No problem. Tonight on the Sewer Killers. Another worthless fucking shit. Happy?
Ecstatic.
You know what, as well, I really want to play this game in VR. I want VR. I've experienced PlayStation VR, and let me just tell you, it's like nothing you've ever experienced. Let me tell you that, and I can tell you because I've experienced it myself. You put on that PlayStation VR headset and you are transformed into a world. Right now I am looking at my TV screen, but I can see from the corner of my eye, I can see a fireplace, I can see a door, I can see a game stand, I can see a TV stand, I can see the controller in my hand, I can see my legs. There's a world around me. Yes, I'm looking at a game world on my TV screen, but when you put on that VR headset, there's nothing else around you except the world. Think about that for a second. So when you're playing Resident Evil 7 in VR, you look to your left, physically look to your left, this is what you see. You look to your right, this is what you see. You look down, you see the ground, you see the grass, the muck. You look up, you see the sky. That is what you're going to see in VR. I've experienced VR. I played this like football game where you're heading a ball into a net. And the second that headset was put onto my head, I looked down and see a green pitch. I'm on that pitch for all intents and purposes. I look up to the sky and I see stars. I look to my left, I see this little dummy that's used in football training. And look to my right, or was it left or right, whatever it was, and there's a scoreboard. And the whole world is around me. You can physically turn around as well. So yeah, without going too much into detail there, I can tell you PlayStation VR is just, it's groundbreaking is what it is. And oh my god, I want it. And I want to play Resident Evil 7 as well in VR, so I can shit my pants live on Green Herb Gaming.
Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
I haven't looked up online for any secrets. Like I haven't, like I don't want to be told where the secrets are and what to do and stuff.
You
like
ever
so.
prep?
I want to figure it all out myself, which could take a hell of a long time, but whatever. I won't be doing it all in one episode, that's for sure. In fact, I'm going to be ending this episode now shortly, to be honest with you.
Sub, Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
I don't know how long we are into this stream, to be honest with you. But I want to keep all my Green Herb gaming
What's the
streams
story, Andre?
within an
Abandoned
hour.
farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected. The usual.
Baker family.
How long did you say this place has been abandoned?
3 years.
Clancy, get a shot of this. Let's make a great cutaway. So,
Get a shot of
Hillbilly
this.
Joe and his family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward. A lot of bad rumors about their son, Lucas. Bad seed, apparently.
Ah, shit! I know I should have worn my good shoes. Oh, shit. Glad I had my shots. Although, this would make a great backdrop. Andre, what do you think?
Where'd he go?
Andre?
Where is he?
Andre!
Where'd he go?
Andre!
Where'd he go?
Clancy, you see where Andre went?
No, I don't know where he went. Where is he?
Where is he?
I don't know. I'm going home.
Fucking unbelievable.
Bye.
This is the last time I work with that
I'm going home.
I mean, producers, they come and
Screw this.
good cameraman like
I'm playing Mario. Bye. This is too much. No, I'm only joking. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing for Resident Evil 7. Because, like, let's just say, like, I'm not a particular fan of Resident Evil 5 and 6. Like, I mean, not a fan at all. They're great games. I always say this when I describe Resident Evil 6 and 5 and 6. They're great games. They really are great games. But they're not great Resident Evil games. They're not great survival horror games. Like, what defined Resident Evil is survival horror. That's what defined Resident Evil. So, yeah, wasn't a fan of 5 and 6. Wasn't a fan of the action-orientated route that the series took. So I am just really, really excited for a return to survival horror in Resident Evil 7, and not just a boring, like, same old return. Like, it's not just going to be Resident Evil 1 all over again, but they're just taking the survival horror genre in a completely, like, you know, modern direction. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying that they're going to be doing a Resident Evil 4 all over again and give you action. No, it's not that at all. Like your weapons are going to be limited, your ammo is going to be limited. They've confirmed this. Capcom have confirmed this. You can even see it in trailers. This is all confirmed. Your health is going to be limited. You're going to have to be using herbs again. Herbs are back. Herbs are back. So you know they're bringing back some traditional. I don't know.
Did you hear
What
that?
was that? I did. So Capcom are bringing back traditional Resident Evil elements,
Andre?
and they're making them feel modern. Again, it's not just like they're not just gonna take the easy way out and just copy Resident Evil 1 all over again.
Andre, where are you, man?
You know, they're gonna give you a new Resident Evil experience, but it's going to satisfy people like me who are more of a survival horror fan than an action fan. And I'm just buzzing for the release of Resident Evil 7. I love Resident Evil. I could sit here for 2 fucking hours talking to you about Resident Evil. I really could, man. I could write a book, for fuck's sake. You know, I could write a book and just call it, you know, I love Resident Evil, and it could be fucking, you know, 5,000 pages, 6,000 pages, what am I saying, 70,000 pages. It could be the Holy Bible, for God's sake, you know. The Gospel according to Johnny Nagel, you know. Let us give our thanks up to Resident Evil. You know, I love Resident Evil. Basically, is that in a nutshell.
What the hell?
Pull the lever. Oh shit!
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I almost forgot the. Sorry.
No deal.
What's your name again?
We find Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show.
Yeah, fuck this show, but I forgot something crucial. I was doing so much talking, I forgot something crucial. Sorry, no about this. But I almost forgot to get the... Where the hell is it? I'm in the right place. There it is. The lockpick. Famous. Hey! The famous lockpick. I thought you, Jill, the master of unlocking, would something, yeah. Trying to replicate some classic Resident Evil dialogue there, but open it. That wouldn't have been good if I had forgotten that. I like how popular this demo actually is. Like, so many people have downloaded this. Like, millions of people have downloaded this, and they're really engaged. Like, they're really trying to figure out all these secrets, and that's pretty cool. And it's pretty cool that it exists on its own. It's a separate experience to. Sorry, experience isn't the word to really describe, because this is the experience you're going to get in Resident Evil 7. But what I'm saying is, like, all of this, like this location, what can I say? Like, this section will not be in the final game. So that's pretty cool, like how it exists on its own, like, and it's so popular, you know. But I think the purpose of this demo is to give you a taste of the experience that you're going to get with Resident Evil 7, the final version. Which I got to pre-order as well. I'm going to pre-order the physical version because I just want to have it physically. I just want to be able to, classic. You know, I want to keep it classic. So I'm going to pre-order that in Smith's Toy Store. Smith's Toy Store, the greatest video game retailer in the world. Hello, Andre. How are you? How's your throat? Oh, your throat doesn't look very well, Andre. I think you need more than Strepsils to take care of that throat, Andre. Damn, son. I think we're like getting close to an hour. Maybe. The note has reappeared in a different location, and it's covered in blood, and it has you written on it. I shall dash you against the stones. Will you? Well, you can try. Maybe it's a puzzle, and it's also, this is classic as well, the way that you can examine the items. There's lots of classic stuff coming back to Resident Evil 7. So they're even like making a modern version of the save system. They're like, instead of having typewriters, you have voice recorders, which I have to shamefully admit I haven't been looking too much into online, but I presume they're going to be randomly placed throughout the game. I know that I know they have, like, Capcom have a customizable saving experience where you can, like, you know, if you're a casual gamer, or you're new to the Resident Evil series, or you're a Call of Duty fan, and you just want to point and shoot the whole way through, and without actually putting any effort into the game. But so depending on what kind of a gamer you are, I think you can adjust the settings to your preference. As I was saying earlier, the weapons are limited, the ammunition is limited, and your health is limited. They're bringing back herbs as well. I'm going to point that out. Herbs are back. As you see there, I have handgun, classic handgun ammo. What else now? They brought back like a kind of modern version of the item box as well. Puzzles are back as well, and obviously it's definitely survival horror. It's scary as well. So much of classic Resident Evil is coming back. I've got an axe. But nice now if I found a new secret. The newest thing about the latest demo of Resident Evil 7 is obviously the new area upstairs, and the fact that you can get handgun ammo. Or you can also the dummy finger. The mystery of the dummy finger has been temporarily solved. you'll see what I mean in a second. Well, you probably know what I mean, for God's sake. I mean, what am I saying? I always talk to people on my stream like they're new to the game, like they don't know what the hell, you know, like it's some sort of a like E3 demo, like where I'm just, you know, revealing the game for the very first time. I think you know what I'm talking about. You're more intelligent than that. I'm going to smash up some mannequins. Is what I'm going to do. Oh, you can't destroy them mannequins. I keep forgetting that. I also like the fact that the game is going to be in first person, because I think it makes it more scary. And can I point out one thing as well? Probably some fans of the Resident Evil series will not know. Resident Evil was originally meant to be first person. Boom. Yeah, you heard me. So, like, it's not like they're actually that unfamiliar with the concept of first person. But, like, it makes things more scarier. You look at a scene from the original Resident Evil where the dogs jump through the window. It's fucking terrorized everyone, including myself. Or even the moment when Nemesis jumps through the window. Let's pretend we're playing Resident Evil 3 right now. And or even better, let's say we're playing Resident Evil 2, because this reminds me of the corridor in the Raccoon City Police Department. You know where all the hands come out to the wall and grab you. I'm sorry now, but when you're in first person, you're much more closer. Look how close we are to that wall. Imagine like zombie hands smashing through that wall out of nowhere and grabbing onto you. Or as I was saying, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, where the Nemesis jumps through the window after you come out of the stairs office. Like, imagine walking past that window and then smash, you know, Nemesis comes at you. Or the dogs jump through the window. You're up close and personal. I think first person works, to be honest with you. I don't think you need to be looking at fucking Chris Redfield's fucking over exaggerated fucking biceps. You know, you don't need to be looking at the character. You don't. Like, it doesn't do anything for the game. So I like the fact that it's in first person. Because I'm going to show you the mystery of the dummy finger solved. Because what you do is you pick up celluloid. I'm pronouncing that correctly. Celluloid, yeah. It's an object made of celluloid, so what you actually do with it is you combine it with your dummy finger. I want to actually do a bit of examining though, because I'm trying to find secrets and solve secrets here. It's probably not going to happen because I'm probably coming close to an hour. I probably went over an hour, to be honest with you. It's something made of celluloid. You don't know what it's for. I think that would have been the first giveaway sign that it's actually for the dummy finger, because well, first of all, it's a fucking hand, so that would give it away straight away. It's got like red paint, blood at the end of it. I mean, it's definitely part of a dummy, like, that's for sure. But basically what you do is you combine the dummy finger with the celluloid object, and you now have a dummy's left hand. A dummy's hand with only 5 index fingers attached. It seems, what do you mean only 5 fingers? Oh, sorry, what am I getting blind? I thought I said 5. With only the index finger attached. It seems to also have part of a thumb. It's a part of a thumb. I wonder, can you get the other half of the thumb in this demo? I doubt you're going to find, like, I doubt you're going to find 3 more dummy fingers. There's also a little puzzle on this wall as well that says 5 guests murdered. I was reading that, but where is unknown. Nothing to point to their final gravestones. That's what's interesting about it. You would instantly think, after reading that puzzle, that you have to like use this. Oh shit! I don't want to discard it. How do I use it? Okay, I can't use it. Nothing to point to their final gravestones. Yeah, I'm not going to figure this out at the end of the episode. Not a hope. Smash! There's some more handgun ammo inside this box. Basement key, which I still haven't figured out how to use that actually. The phone rings the second you get the basement key. I'm not going to pick up that phone. Well, I probably will eventually. I don't know if I will. I'll tell you the truth, but I think maybe you have to find another part of cellulite for the thumb. Maybe. Basement key. Now, probably more than likely Capcom will release one final demo around Christmas time. And just like they've opened up an entire new location there that gave you gave you a purpose for the dummy finger, they'll probably open up a new area where you can use the dummy, or something where you can use the basement key that will probably give you the thumb, and you'll be able to finally use the completed dummy hand and figure out what that needs to be used for. That's my theory anyway. But what's crazy about this demo, as I was saying, is just how it has people talking, it has people scratching their head trying to figure out like what to do and stuff. I think that's pretty unique, for a demo. I think most demos are just put there just to give people an overall demonstration, not to be quite blunt about it, a demonstration, what to expect basically. But this acts as its own game, kind of, which is pretty cool. Basement key, fucking hell. Basement. There probably is like a solution to some of these secrets, but they're probably online, like people telling people to do and stuff, but I don't agree with that because I want to figure these things out for myself. I don't like being told what to do in the game. It just defeats the entire purpose of playing the game. That's my opinion. Everyone is different. So. I certainly wouldn't be showing off. Like, fair enough if you want to find out how to do something and you get told, that's fine. But I certainly wouldn't be saying, Hi everyone, I figured out the secret to the dummy finger. I'm so amazing. Everyone look at me. I'm so amazing. I wouldn't be showing off if someone told me what to do. Because that just makes you a stupid idiot. Okay. So yeah, I can't figure out what the fuck to do in here. Definitely approaching an hour here, I'd say, so I need to kind of decide what I need to do here, really. Will I answer the phone? Will I try to exit the door? Oh, I gotta get my other key as well. 3 viewers. You can see how popular Resident Evil 7 is. 4 viewers. Oh my god, I feel famous. Uh-oh. What did I do wrong? Oh yeah, maybe if you pick up the basement key, you don't get the back door key, maybe? No, that can't be right. Well, either way, there's no fucking back door key, so... Oh, there it is. Haven't played this in a while, I thought the key was actually on the bench. Okay, so what will I do? Will I go through the back door? Or will I answer the phone? Jesus, that was the closest that... That was actually the closest I came to him. Genuinely gave me a bit of a scare, like, nothing stroke-worthy, like, but... Just hadn't been that close to him, like... Mr. Baker. He's wrecking the gaff. Mr. Baker's wrecking the gaff, knocking the cans of peas, like, there's no need for that, Mr. Baker. You're wrecking the gaff. Jesus. Actually, the first time I played the Resident Evil demo, that scared the shit out of me. What if I open the back? I have all these weird little kind of things, weird little theories, you know. I'm like, what if I open the door but don't actually, like, open the lock but don't actually, you know, don't actually go through it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not gonna get too stuck. I'm not gonna get too into this because I do want my episodes of Green Herb Gaming to be within an hour. Like, I don't want to go into 2 hours, 3 hours. You know, I've seen people. In saying that though, I've seen people streaming this demo and like it's fucking hours, like literally hours, 6, 7, 8 hours. That's madness. It's cool though. I like that. I like how interested people actually are of this demo. Will I don't know, will I answer the phone? Probably shouldn't, like, but there's nothing else I can do. Like, I mean, basement key. Let me just try just one last time to try and figure this out. A basement. I mean, I don't have a basement in my house. Like, I think basements are like... God, I'm going to sound really stupid now for saying this. But I think a basement is like an American kind of a room. You know, I don't really... Like, I live in Ireland, like, and I don't know anyone who has a basement. I just don't. Basement. Something like it's underground is a basement. I really sound stupid right now, but I ain't the one who voted Donald Trump in. Boom. So yeah, call me stupid or I call you stupid. But yeah, I'm thinking it's in here somewhere. Like, that's a door there. Like, where would that lead you to? Like, that's got to be a basement. Isn't the basement under the stairs? So think of it like. Wait. I'd love to find and figure out a secret on them, man. You know what I mean? I was thinking maybe just smash. No, well, that's not working anymore. Fuck it anyway. I was thinking like, because this door, I was thinking this door is the basement. You know? Obviously I can't get through that door right now. So I was thinking maybe smash, you know, these wood panels here. That ain't working. Do you know, my friend actually said to me there that, I don't know where he said it was, no, it was in the kitchen somewhere. He said the floor looked like, he said it looked like there was a trap door on the floor. But he was watching it like, I think I was like recording it for him or something, I don't know. But he said there was... Fuck would give me a heart attack. The way he picked up the axe there by himself gave me a heart attack. We're approaching... we're probably well over an hour here, like, so I'm going to wrap this up. Will I go through the door? Do you know exactly what's going to happen if I go through the door? Like, I think it's more dramatic when I answer the phone call. You know? So I'm going to answer the phone call. Yeah, there's probably lots of more secrets in the latest demo that I'm playing right now. More than likely there is. And they've more than likely all been figured out by now, I'd say. Because one intelligent gamer figured it out and then he told everyone else and then they just copied him and then they told other people and you know they all think they're so special and whatever else. I'm not going to be one of those people. You know, if it takes me 10 fucking years to finally figure out what the dummy finger and the dummy hand does all on my own, I'm happy enough with that. Alright. So yeah, I don't know, basement key, handgun ammo. Where would the handgun be? If there was a handgun. You see, because this is an updated version of the demo, like so. You know, there might be just some little thing that changed. You know, that will like, you know, it could be a part of it. There could be a part in the room like where I can access the handgun and. You know, that wasn't originally, like for instance I could play the piano and then the handgun would fall underneath the thing or something like that. Anything at all, like. You never know. You never know, like I could pull this lever a second time and yeah, there's a lot that I could go into that would take up a lot of time, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like for instance this picture wasn't in the original. Oh sorry, who is that? Is that Lucas? No, that's not Lucas. Well, this is Lucas. No, that wasn't Lucas. That was Mr. Baker. That was Lucas. But, yeah, I could be here until tomorrow morning, like, trying to find these secrets and figure them out and have my own little theories for them, like, but... Like, we all know what happened with the dummy finger. People were spending hours and hours and hours trying to figure it out, and you know there was nothing they could do at the time. So I could be here for a very long time trying to figure all these things out. But I'm just gonna wrap it up now, I think. Yeah, just about gonna wrap it. I'll go up to this kitchen one more time and go to the end of the corridor one more time, and then I'll wrap it up. But yeah, I mean, like you know, I like a lot of games. You know, I play a lot of games. I've played a lot of games over the years, but you know, I would definitely put Resident Evil in there with the top 3 favorite games of all time, especially like the original Resident Evil, as I was saying at the very start of the episode. You know, when you're in the mansion, you know, the atmosphere of that mansion that's got to be the best word I can use to describe just the feeling, like the feeling you get, the atmosphere you get from playing the game, you know, going around the mansion, just stuck with me for years and years and years. And I played 2 and 3 and Code Veronica and 4. Jesus Christ! I actually went through the door by accident. For fuck's sake, you prick! I forgot I opened well, that's what happens when you talk too much. But yeah, massive fan of the Resident Evil series. I am buzzing for Resident Evil 7. I really, really want to play it in VR. Like, I just want someone to buy PlayStation VR for me.
We gotta get the hell out of here.
That's hint, hint. I accept all donations. Yeah, I love. I'd love to be looking at that right now in VR, just so I can shit myself. Imagine that in VR, like I would shit myself live. Listen, I make a deal with anyone. If you buy me PlayStation VR, I will shit myself live on the broadcast. I will literally shit myself. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, that's disgusting. Sorry, but no, I really will. Like, oh man. The game will be released on the 24th of January. That is the same month as well where the latest Resident Evil movie gets released. But Yeah, this has been fun. This was like an impromptu episode actually, because I'm actually waiting on Assassin's Creed Unity to update. You know, the little update for the patch that got released for the game, because the game was fucking released broken. So I ended up streaming Resident Evil 7 Beginning Hour instead. It was fun though. I didn't find any new or solve any secrets, but nice to be reminded that we are 2 months away from getting a fantastic Resident Evil game, a return to survival horror. Nice reminder, you know, to play and experience that game, completely different to 5 and 6. So that was fun. Got a couple of frights actually. So yeah, honestly though, if you're watching this right now, please subscribe to Green Herb Gaming. I'm not PewDiePie. I'm not going to be PewDiePie. I'm not going to be Ali A or any of those big YouTube names. I'm just me. I'm Johnny. I'm a lifelong gamer. Been playing games all of my life. Very passionate about video games, and I'm taking advantage of the amazing technology of gaming today, of PlayStation 4 specifically, where you can share your gameplay. And with the microphone, being able to talk with everyone from all over the world. Basically, the description of my YouTube channel, Green Harbour Gaming, is to share my passion with everyone around the world in fun gameplay streams. And that's all I'm trying to do here. I'm not trying to be somebody. I'm not trying to be a character. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm just me. I'm a gamer. I'm Johnny. I'm a massive fan of Resident Evil 7, along with many other games that you will see. If you subscribe to my channel, you will see in future and past episodes of Green Herb Gaming. So please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Like it, share it, comment on it. But more importantly, I just hope that you enjoyed this episode. So with that, I will say thank you. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night. Peace out, motherfuckers.